scraps that she was able to acquire from his studio.
Wow.
And she made that dress
That is
out of it. So that is the color.
I love the eclecticness of this shop. I was like, that is fun.
The original Valentina.
That's my understanding. Don't.
Beautiful.
Oh, it looks like some of the tables, are missing. From like Thanksgiving time, there was a table.
Oh yes, absolutely. Our director of operations makes candles. This is her line.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're really nice.
That does totally smell like it.
We have historic photography, the late Jim Marshall. These are really, truly pieces of history. He was the iconic rock photographer of the 60s and 70s. We are so honored to have his work here.
Are these new? Did these just come in?
These are fairly new, and then we've got two that just arrived of The Who and Mick Jagger and Keith Richards in the studio. These are what they call lifetime prints, so these are one-of-ones. Many of these are signed by Jim Marshall, who passed away in 2010. These are all his friends. He was there at the beginning of the Haight-Ashbury and 60s movement, all the way through civil rights, and his career spanned 50 years. And he is also the recipient of a Lifetime Grammy Award, the only recipient as a non-musician for his contribution to music. He has a documentary, there's streaming, so he left his entire collection to Amelia Davis, his longtime assistant. It actually is about 1 billion photographs over 50 years. And so she has been kind of cataloging and archiving those, and she created a documentary about him, which is amazing because a lot of these pictures you recognize, and then but you didn't really know like the story of the photographer. He was an artist in his own right, just like all of his musician friends. And so the documentary is called Jim Marshall Showed Me the Picture. It's streaming on Hulu. I highly recommend it. It is a fantastic documentary, not just about the time, but about what it meant to him to be an artist and have access, trusting access to all of his friends, Jimi Hendrix, Bob Dylan, Rolling Stones, the Beatles. He had exclusive access because they trusted him, because he understood the artistry behind what they were doing, and he wasn't trying to just make money and do all of that. And so he really honored that trusting relationship, and could have sold out many times, and he was like, no, these are my friends, and I honor that they allowed me into their lives and into their close personal space, and he talks a lot about that.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's amazing. And that's really what friendships and relationships are about, right? Is that trusting relationship. So
Very nice. I think you told me last time I was in here, this is like a temporary location, and you guys are...
we've taken the other location. It's going to be at 3rd and Slaw School. So
Okay.
do you know where the Stone Brewing Building is?
I think so,
Always
yeah.
taking over there. So it's a cat corner from that.
Okay.
On the diagonal. And we will have a collection of work there, and we're moving our design offices there, and then we still have this. We're just fluid here.
Yeah, it's just kind of like things.
Yeah,
probably
we have a
shifting around
tasting
little
room
bit.
collaboration in St. Helena. We've got the fabrication studio, which is where the manufacturing is. And then now we've got the other studio where our offices are going to be in a smaller gallery, and then we still have this. So
That's
we're just
awesome.
figuring it
What
out
are
as we go.
excuse me, what are the story behind the chairs?
These chairs are Chinese antiques. These probably go back maybe 50 or 80 years or so. the chairs themselves, and then Richard painted them. So
Very nice.
yeah, these would be Elmwood.
People who purchase these types of tables, how do you transport them?
Several people.
I bet, because it's
Yeah.
like, how many legs are on this thing?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
two. I see.
the bases are really cool. Actually,
They are
so
really
Richard is one of the founders of Bottle Rock.
Mm-hmm.
So these are from Bottle Rock 1. And so a lot of the design imprint from Bottle Rock, if you've ever been, all the sculpture and different things, Richard was very active and involved in designing what Bottle Rock now looks like.
Right.
So these bases actually come from Bottle Rock 1.
I'm like, oh, like half of us, the history, they look great. Yeah,
You know, so
people are
there's
doing, yeah.
a lot
That's
of different
neat.
layers to that work.
Yeah.
You can see the money imprinted
I see that.
sort of behind. So it's
I think it's all too symbolic too of the skull behind it, which also to me like represents death, and it's like you can also not take any of this with you. But it's imprinted on you, and it makes you feel like you have value, but does it actually?
Exactly.
That's deep.
Yeah. When
When I glanced at it, I did until you started talking about it. I didn't even really look at it in that way. But now that you say that's very interesting.
Yeah, he has a whole series called I Want One, and he really wants you to ask yourself the question, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Question. Are those John Miller also?
These are Jeff Whitman.
Jeff Whitman.
These are contemporary photography.
Okay, the same as over there.
So, well, yeah, in the back is Jeff Whitman, and these two are Jeff Whitman. Jeff Whitman is touring with Pearl Jam and Foo Fighters. He also did a lot of photography at the Bottle Rocks here in Napa. And he did a tour, I think, a little bit with Neil Young, who just had his California West Coast tour. And so Jeff Whitman is based here in Napa. He's originally from New York. And so these contemporary pieces are his, Taylor Hawkins, Eddie Vedder, Tom Petty. And then
Awesome.
we've got Jim Marshall.
Something says do not step on it.
Oh, is this for your mailing list?
It is, yes, thank you.
Thank you for sharing this with
Oh,
us.
it's my pleasure, absolutely. Thank you for coming in. All the guitars are available as well. This one's a 1960, this is the 1969 Thunder Strat right here.
Is it a bass guitar or a regular
It's
guitar?
electric.
It's electric, yeah, 1968.
That's in there.
So
That
this-
guitar sold
You can
for
have the
1.5.
picture that, this is the iconic picture of
The-
that
the-
guitar.
right.
And the guitar just sold for $1.5 million. So we feel like this picture.
The picture is
actually-
20,000.
Yes, we feel that.
This one's
and
10.
and it's signed actually. This
Yeah,
is
I see.
signed, so-